week I'm talking about how to become a content creator when you're a student. If you're a high schooler or college student wanting to start creating content, this video is going to be really helpful. So definitely hang on to that thought and keep watching. Today's episode in my content creator series is going to be about how you can start content creation as a student. How you can start creating content now. And I don't mean right now, don't click out of this video, keep watching because I promise it's gonna be helpful, but I mean right now as in right after you finish watching this video and getting pumped and inspired by some of the ideas and tips that I'm gonna share with you. I'll be taking notes for you, so don't you worry about that. I'm just gonna be breaking down how to actually become a content creator as a student, sharing some ideas to help you get started right away. So the first way that you can start content creation as a student is to start a YouTube channel and make videos. Like example A, when you're starting your YouTube channel as a student, you just want to make sure that you're giving yourself enough time each week to be making videos and sticking to some kind of consistent schedule. Another thing that you can do to be a content creator is to start writing a blog. Vlogging is actually really simple and it's great if you love writing and photography. I started my fashion blog in high school. I also started my YouTube channel really early actually, but I started making more videos in college. So you can get started for free on WordPress. After you watch this video, don't click out of this video, but after you watch this video, you can literally go to WordPress and start your blog right away, fill out a few things, and bam, you have a blog that is up and running on the internet. So that could be another great way to go as a student, especially if you're majoring in like English or journalism. It could be a great thing to consider if you like writing and do a lot of writing anyways. You just type up your writing and put it on the internet. So you can start a YouTube or you can start writing a blog. I'll have these notes posted on my blog for you to access. Best professor ever. Make sure you give me a good rating. Another way that you can start creating content as a student is starting a Instagram. Most of you guys probably already have Instagrams. You could start a separate Instagram account or you could start turning your Instagram account into more of a content creation / niche Instagram, just depending on your personal preference. I know some people like to separate their accounts and some people just turn their Instagram into their personal brand, so it really depends on what you're comfortable with. There's some different pros and cons to each. So I started my Instagram junior year of high school. That was when Instagram was just becoming a thing and everyone in high school was like, what is Instagram? So I started my Instagram junior year and I've been posting pretty consistently. So if you like Instagram and you like taking pretty photos, that could be a great platform for you to be a content creator on. If you have any questions as I'm sharing some of these tips, make sure you leave them in the comments down below so that I can address them in the next video. Okay, so number 4. You could start a themed Pinterest account. Now, I don't know how many of you guys love Pinterest. It's definitely one of my favorite platforms. Pinterest is also a little more low-key and less of a social media platform than something like Instagram. So if you want something that's a little more low-key, you could definitely try out Pinterest. So the year is 2020 and TikTok is the new kid on the block. So TikTok is a great platform to create content on. All you need is a phone and a couple of minutes to create a TikTok video. TikTok is such a flexible platform, like you could create any kind of content that you want. Literally all across the board, there are different things that you can be sharing on TikTok and it'll keep you updated on all the latest internet trends and catchy songs. That could be another one to consider if you're looking into content creation as a student. TikTok. So the last idea for content creation that you could get started on right away as a student is a Tumblr. So if you don't want to jump into writing your own blog right off the bat, you could definitely start a Tumblr. I've been using Tumblr since I think middle school. Tumblr itself is a vibe. So if you mesh with Tumblr and you like Tumblr, that could definitely be a good way to go about making content as a student. So I know I've just thrown a lot of ideas your way to get started. If you don't have a set idea in mind yet for your content, a really good way to start would be to try translating some of your different interests into content. Some of your interests might translate really well into content, some might not translate so well, so you can experiment and see how to go about with that. Depending on the type of interest you have, you can also use that to determine what platform or what kind of content you should be creating, whether it's photos, videos, or articles, or whatever else. When I was a student, I liked journaling, I loved art, I really liked video making and video editing, and storytelling. So I thought that that would translate really well into a YouTube channel. Just take a look at some of the things that you're interested in right now and could potentially make content around, writing some articles, taking some photos, making some simple videos, and seeing which of your interests are actually translating well into content, and you can kind of go from there. So a great way to start is honestly to just go based on what you already do and what you already like doing. And that'll also make it more fun for you in the process. I know as a student, there's already a lot going on. Classes keep you busy, you might be interning or working at different jobs. Picking things that are aligned with your hobbies and things that you're like naturally interested in will make it more fun and enjoyable for you. And if you're totally lost on ideas, you're like, I want to create content, but I literally have no interest, no hobbies, I have no clue what to create content on, then you can look at analytics and look at different data on the internet and see what people are interested in, and then pick something that you think you could make content on and start doing that. So bounce a few of your hobbies around. Feel free to let me know how that goes. You can leave a comment down below or you can message me on Instagram. So now, if some of the things I've mentioned have gotten you excited, but you still need that final little push, let me share a few more tips for you as a student. And then you can be fully on your way. Definitely make sure that you stick around for that. Okay, so if you're overwhelmed, if you're like a type A or like a Virgo or just someone who needs like a plan and something set before you actually get started on something, I have some great news for you, and that is that just starting a schedule, having a plan, and sticking through with it will help you create content as a student. Even with just a few hours a week set aside, you can start creating some great content. And the key here is consistency. Whether you have just a couple of minutes every day or a few hours a week, just make sure that you put some time aside and you can schedule it in. Whatever methods you use to organize your life as a student, you can just add in a little section for content creation. When I was in college, I would just write it down on my bullet journal when I needed to be making new videos or writing new blog posts. It's really straightforward. You can begin creating really cool content. It doesn't take a lot, it just takes a few hours over time and consistency. Just come up with a realistic schedule for it, and that can vary depending on your personal workload. Get excited! It's really so much fun to create content. If you want more specific tips catered to you, if you're a small content creator or a student content creator, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I'm going to be posting weekly videos on this topic. I've learned a lot about content creation over the years through my own trials and tribulations, and I'd love to share that with you guys to hopefully inspire you to start making your own content or to continue making content. I know it can definitely be a grind sometimes, but it's really rewarding to create content that you love. Hope this video was helpful. If you have more questions, just remember to ask them so that I can address them in my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon.